All right, so I'm very active in the subs Discord, as I've mentioned a lot, and I've been poking around in both the singleton and the historic channels looking for sweet things to poke at and play with on screen. And someone had shared something close to this, and I thought it looked sweet and excellent. So, it's got a lot of the good historic cards. We've got 4 Memory Lapses. We've got some Magma Opus alongside Mizzix Mastery. And then we've got some really unique ramp elements. So we've got Mind Stone, Chandra, and Golos that help us get up to Ugin as well as cast Ulamog. And then it also casts Magma Opus fairly. But then we also have 4 copies of Cleansing Wildfire here. Destroy target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Draw a card. Cascading Cataracts is indestructible. So not only does Cascading Cataracts let us make all 5 colors of mana for Golos, but if you have a Cascading Cataracts in play, you can use Cleansing Wildfire as a mono-red rampant growth that draws us a card, because the Cleansing Wildfire getting the basic doesn't depend on the land you target being destroyed. It just says destroy it, then go get a land. So it's just this really, really cheeky interaction that gives us main deck land hate if the opponent has utility lands, that also lets us ramp in a pinch. So let's dive on into some games with this and see if we can have some fun today in the historic queue. World Tree. No, I think Cascading Cataracts is fine. World Tree's technically 1 cheaper to activate Golos, but we should have enough mana that isn't a big deal. Twitch isn't letting me prime sub. Sometimes you have to wait some small amount of hours past when it actually expires, which is annoying. Hey, Azintoth, thank you for the 4 years. Welcome back. Keep this on the draw. Just draw another red source in our first 3 pickups. Zagoth off of this, so they're playing Niv. Let the parade of control decks begin. Hey, Unreal. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I appreciate 9 months as well, Fear Devil. All 48-month subs started as 9-month subs somewhere.
Crueler the opponent. Pack your bags and hit the road.
Well. Hey, Gamboni, thanks for the 31 months. Welcome back. Howdy, Super Gas. Thanks for the 31. They should take our Magma Opus. They might actually with Kaya. It's interesting that they took Mizzix Mastery while they have Kaya in play.
I'm banished. Funny, that's what I do. Pack your bags and hit the road.
Hit the road. My body is ready for Chandra to get Vanishing Verse.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
Good night, my sweet princess.
Out of here. This'll be easy.
My poor princessa. Royal Scions. Opponent's got some spicy ones in their Niv deck.
Strategy here.
What is the strategy here?
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Let's do this. Today's my lucky day.
I was just about to say, remember when Chandra could hit opposing planeswalkers?
My answers lie in the cold truth.
The cold truth. Eugene! The board is very dirty, Eugene. I need you to sweep the board. Sweep it all into the trash can, Eugene.
Bags and hit the road.
The beloved Saheeli Cat Standard. Listen, I was a player of culture. I spent time casting or upticking Chandra's planeswalkers inside of Legacy, okay? I wasn't some kind of mouth-breathing heathen like the rest of you playing Standard. Thank you for taking out the trash, Eugene. I'm holding on to this island because if they play another Rakdos command, I want to be able to discard it. Okay, so we go Chandra, make some mana.
You're going down.
Magma Opus, which will be my Magma Opus. I'll rediddle these, so we'll go 3 here. And we'll plus Eugene to finish this off. Thank you, Eugene. Man, does it feel good to be the bigger, greedier deck in a matchup like this. Let the greed consume you, chat. Shove these control decks into trash cans and throw them away. Good night. Didn't even get to Ulamog them, chat. Didn't even get to Ulamog them. They took away my joy. I didn't get to Ulamog anybody. Prismari Command's probably not very good. Is that a Primal Tide matchup? Probably not, because they've got a bunch of Vanishing Verses, right? That's great, Boshek. Yeah, Christy never played any of the Pokemon games growing up. She watched a little bit of the TV shows, but most of her exposure to the IP has been Pogo and now Unite. I think I trim Mizzix Mastery here because I can just cast this naturally. I don't really need to be all in on doing this. They don't have like a board that I'm killing with it. Like our sideboard has a can't be countered sub theme. It does, yeah. That's one of the reasons I put this together. One of the reasons I snagged this out of the Discord is someone posted it and I was like, you, sir, you don't want to lose to control decks. And you know what? Fuck it. Neither do I. Ain't nobody want to lose to control decks, chat. Double Fry might be overkill too. Maybe I just want one of them. It kills Teferi, but I don't know how many of those they have. The fact that it was a 6/6 and doesn't die to this is relevant. I need to double check the mana base. Can someone tell me how many red sources are in our mana base? We might be a little light of casting Chandra. May need to go up a red source or two. Maybe we could play some Shatterskull Smashings or something. But I like my thoughts, opponent. Yeah, this one, this is a card that's probably not very good. There's only 14 red in the mana base. This is what I get for trusting people, chat. They didn't want to lose to control, but they didn't want to cast their spells either. Yeah, but like, counting Golos as fixing is, let's call it ambitious. I think I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, but Magma Opus also isn't fixing. Because like if I could do this, I'd probably have double red. Yeah, I want more turn 3 Chandras. Is playing 4 Cataracts really needed? Yeah, with the Wildfire card it is. If we want the Wildfire gimmick, you need the Cataracts. Now, I think I'd rather play Shatterskull Smashing than Bugbear. I want my lands to be untapped late. We've got a lot of expensive cards. Yeah, I think Buried Rune's probably the cut, and then maybe we'll cut some other spells. How badly do we beat the modern build deck? Very badly. Kiki Court is very good against Mel. You ever have any questions about the deck list that we're playing and always see it up on your screen? Mouse over cards. Oh, speaking of, the deck list transitioned over to the arena deck list. A-okay? The mouse over overlay and stuff is up. That's supposed to flip automatically. It did. Yay! Technology that works. I assumed it was going to work appropriately because Untapped is incredible software. It's nice to hear confirmation. We're gonna 2 for 1 this cameo.
Violence is impolite. I question this outcome.
Yes, Buried Rune's just been a giant pit stain. Yeah, they put it. Had a full house there. It's there because someone over toolboxed when they built the deck. It's something that's very common. One of the mistakes people frequently make during deck building, and I saw this a ton while doing Kiki Chord stuff, especially speaking of Kiki Chord, is that people love playing second, third, and even fourth best tutor targets quite frequently. Like, the odds that Buried Rune is the card that you want to get with Golos is, like, pretty close to 0 most of the time. And it's just, like, these really weird outside edge cases where you'd want it. And I think we're probably done at this point, because we stumbled too long. Casting the Opus doesn't do anything. They have a 6/6. Hey, how many red do we have? We have 15 red plus Cataracts. Probably want 16 to 17. Even Blast Zone might be suspect, if we're being honest. Getting Cataracts or a creature land is probably what we want to do in most instances. Blast Zone isn't that good in this format. This hand's not very good, but it has double red in it, and I've been scarred from the last couple of games, so I'm keeping it. It honestly might even be right to lean into playing more Chandras with more red mana. Like, maybe we go for Chandra 2 Mizzix Mastery instead of 3-2, because, like, Chandra ramps you into Magma Opus in a very similar way. Hold on to this for now. I think with them representing a counterspell here, there's no reason for me to jam Mizzix Mastery this turn. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Get our second blue here, because we do have the,
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the Inferno.
have the what's it called card. Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. Yes, please. Commence the Endgame in our deck.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Chunk. Thinking of drawing our thing? No Niv here would be good for us. I guess if they have Niv... Well, that's rude. I'll discard the Fry. I think I want to hold on to this for now. If they had Teferi, they probably would have jammed it there. I don't know. I think if they're not playing Trophy in this matchup with all my powerful permanents, it probably just shouldn't be in their deck, and they should be playing something like Maelstrom Pulse instead. So, ramping me isn't a super exciting proposition, but this format is so fucking inbred right now. So unreasonably inbred. I'm gonna do this now while they're tapped out.
Get away from me! A quest of mystery.
Well, that was a good draw. Okay. Let's go Blake Inbreeding with. It's a anti-control card. All right, Crawley B and a couple of 4/4s. Yeah, the fact that it gets to be Graveyard Hate 2 is good. To like, incidentally, it comes in against things like Phoenix. Consecrate Consume is interesting. I don't want to activate this again because I want to hold up Memory Lapse here. Even one big hit like this, though, with the Chandra emblem should be good. Yeah, Crawley B's been doing some work the last couple of days. It was absurd in the Standard 22 deck we played the other day. Alright, let's clean up our mana base a little bit here. Will we play another little shit to stick through that one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut Buried Root and Blast Zone. I think another basic mountain sounds great. I honestly don't know if I love Mizzix Mastery or not. Put a Shatterskull Smashing in. Yeah, Golos is like fixing, right? I think counting Golos as fixing is a little ambitious. This is 17 red. Hey, Marsusi, good games. Good luck in the rest of your laddering today. Your deck has some really good technology for all the control decks of the format right now. The Go Blank was very good. I was very fortunate to peel my lands for Magma Opus in that third game. The Hydrate Crisis and stuff too. Looks like you got a lot of good things going on there. It's unfortunate that I was eating here, because I thought to myself, we're basically on Sweltering Suns or bust here. And then we drew Sweltering Suns. Memory Lapse, not looking particularly exciting on the draw here against Scroll. Alright, so Ulamog's expensive, Memory Lapse is not great. Anger is lovely. Hour of Devastation is lovely. A couple of Chandras as a pseudo sweeper. We might need a little bit more respect for aggro in our sideboard. This deck was definitely built with dumpstering control in mind. And I actually added an extra anger from the original build, but it might be right to get up to full 4 of those and have 6 sweepers post board. Or maybe something like Abrade or Soul Sear, perhaps. Huh. So we have rampant growth on 2 at this hand. Is that going to be enough is the question. It's a good pickup. We hit the goal for the Strike Force promo. So we'll be streaming tomorrow. Thanks to everybody that helped me out with that.
That was a disaster.
We hit the regular goal. We're going to be short on the costume goal. We needed another 50 for that. And 50 happening in a day is not going to happen. I think where are we at? Yeah, we're at 180. We need 45. Alright, so I'm like looting plus making a treasure here. Ow. Hey, Archmage, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Wonder if we're gonna see him kill the Mind Stone. I know you're joking, Rhino, but don't game the sponsors. So we're going to go to 11 from casting Ugin, and then we're going to go to 9 when they blow up the Mind Stone in response. And then we have an Ugin on 5. Well, so I actually think if the opponent's good at reading what we're doing, Brain Eater, I actually think it's the opposite of what you said there, where the fact that I've been 2 Ugins actually makes it more likely that I have another Ugin, because thinking through like what my outs could be, Ugin makes sense that could be an out I'm playing too. So like what they have to ask themselves, like, what's so good that I could be binning Ugin, and another Ugin is the answer. That being said, this layer of the Hydra is gonna mess me up here. Hopefully they just like cast spells instead of attacking me with the creature land. Yeah, this is great for us. Living Brawl? Yeah, it's been sweet. There's just so many things you can do in that format. We've been playing like 2 to 3 Brawl decks a day, and I still have like over a dozen things waiting to try. And I'm sure there's probably a dozen more if I go looking. Alright, we're dead to an untapped lands here on this layer of the Hydra. You gonna fire it up? You gonna go for it? You're gonna play another Bone Crusher. I would prefer if you played another Bone Crusher. Yeah, good game opponent. Yeah, our deck does not seem particularly good against an aggro deck here. I'm gonna make some adjustments to the sideboard to maybe hedge this matchup a little bit more and the control matchups less. So let's cut these Narset reversals. Those are probably too cute. Got 2 slots. This Hour Devastation is probably too slow as well. I'm going to put in a 4th Anger just to max out on those sweepers. And then probably a couple of pieces of spot removal. Braid's probably decent. Things that don't die to Anger and a Braid are usually slow enough that Ugin can show up and clean up, I think. Star of Extinction too slow, yes. Also, by the time you can Star, you can generally Ugin, so you'd rather just do that at that point. Oh, mana base. That's fine. If it draws a red or blue source, it's untapped on 2. We'll get to Mizzix Mastery. The Opus on 3. Hey, Magnimus. Thanks for the half a year. Good morning. Alright. Looks like we drew it up. Honestly, it's probably better here to just do this. Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay, so we do this, and now we get to make mana and cast Rampant Growth. Noise? Noise? Just like we drew it up. Banishing Light.
I don't need this.
That's some BS. We diddled the Banishing Light just to let him know what's up. Morning being tricked. Man, I'm gonna get like Seal Awayed here. Be big sad. Everything worked out better than expected, chat. Everything worked out better than expected. Omen of the Sea in a non-Yorion deck. It's an interesting choice. Hey, thanks for the 41 months, Rich. I appreciate that. Welcome back. 4 Yorions in the main? Yeah, they could be. Nice Banishing Light, friend. Milady.
You and I. Oh, today's my lucky day. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Just gonna get rid of their search. So I could activate Crawly B again and attack for 6, but I think I'd rather hold up Memory Lapse here. We're pretty far ahead. If they give us something to Memory Lapse, we'll Mind Stone this turn as well. If they don't give us something to Memory Lapse, we'll probably just put counters on Crawling Barrens. Bring in all of our anti-control cards. And honestly, looking at this, like, we probably still have too many anti-control cards in our sideboard, right? Like, this is at a glance kind of how I want to do it, and I still, like, have 61 cards. So, like, maybe this Nizal is nonsense. We just, like, don't board this in. And, like, we cut this for another anti-aggro card because this being our anti-control post board seems fine. I think I like that idea. We'll cut the Nizal, so have better ins and outs. The Gitrog shirt is sweet. We are not playing Gitrog in Brawl today because we played it somewhat recently. We're going to do it some more next week, but the Gitro Toad Eldritch Horror, one of the many lovely Coalescence apparel designs that you can pick up from our lovely stream sponsor. Excellent Magic themed things there. They have a number of different commander-focused things. Great artwork on all their stuff. $80 is the new 60? I didn't see that one yet. I'm gonna need that one, though. Usually they send me a care package every 2 to 3 designs. Get a gift in the mail with the stuff in it. You used to play Commander in LGS with a Gitrog player. They used to take a 20-minute turn and the board state would be the same at the end of it. LOL. Listen, chat. Some people like masturbating with an audience. Who are we to judge? But Jeff, OnlyFans won't let you do that anymore. Oh, that's great. It's got the Sky Noodle on it and everything. It's fantastic. I think we're just chilling for now. Oh, I should have played the Crawling Barrens, so if they don't give me something to fry, I could activate it at the end of their turn. Small mistake on my part. This could be a 2-2 right now. Hey, thanks for the Prime Bread Boxer. Thanks for jamming a bunch of Unite with us. It's been fun.
I need some and you look flammable enough.
8,
No pressure.
20 turn clock. Scry me a river, baby. Crawly B will hopefully help make it a little bit quicker clock. What's going on, dupes? Thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Oh no! Chat, they're coming for my Crawly B.
Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Alright, so if I do this, and then we play a land, and we plus for mana, we can smack them for 4 with this. Chandra Emblems versus Shark Typhoon. Go, go, go.
I can always do better next time.
6, 7, so this is 8. So I can play this and still have a fry for a shark.
I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation.
The immolation sensation.
No pressure.
Trans rights are human rights. Geminade, thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Treat people like people, no matter who they are. Yeah, them not having any sharks here is a big deal. I would never advocate not treating Republicans like people. I would advocate for not giving their often bigoted and awful ideas the time of day or speaking room, but that's not taking away their human rights. So I assume they have another counterspell here. Based on the fact they just like burned that one on that.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
We gon' find out though. Have to imagine there's another counterspell, right? Oh no! Chat! Oh no! Oh no! The post-days land drop of shame. Oh no!
I've practiced against many foes with thoughtfulness.
I've made a terrible mistake, chat.
Let's skip to the good part.
+2 life obtained, yep.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
Alright, no whammy. No whammy. No whammy. There's a good chance they have another counterspell here, chap. Oh no! Oh no! And they would have had to veto the Magma Opus if I would have played the land last turn.
What's the trick for this?
They're gonna survive at 1, chat. I also could have just let the Chandra emblem hit them for 2 instead of casting that, and then they would have died to these. So like there was just so many things wrong with that play. I've made so many terrible mistakes, chat. All of the terrible mistakes are belong to me. Maybe they won't have another counterspell after they saw 8 cards this turn. Yeah, they top tier. Yeah, I threw this game in the trash can. Big sad. Big sad. They just double bottomed. They just double bottomed. Oh, we did not deserve to win this game.
I knew you needed.
Holy crap, we did not deserve to win this game. Ooh, buddy old pal. Sometimes lucky. This is a no justice stream, chat. Listen, this is why Magic's so popular, chat. Just play like a trash can, win anyways. Are you dead yet? The altars. Some gifts. Good morning, good morning. In before Sphinx's revelation. Is there a Revitalize in their deck? Revitalize would get us. Alright. Got him. Get in the box, Gandalf. Listen, chat. Our deck is such a strong anti-Gandalf deck. We could try really hard to lose and still win. It's a lesson. That's the lesson to be had here. Alright, we did conclude we have one too many cards for the control matchup in our board, though, so let's cut that. I'm gonna put a Soul Sear in here. Yeah, we haven't been very good at drawing Golos. So Golos ramps us to our expensive spells, and the one land lets him make mana of any color. Sag. Having to pay 2 mana for our land drop feels bad, man. That's fine. This gives them a chance to play more creatures out before we Mizzix Mastery the Opus. I don't really want to kill a goose anyways, right? We'll get like a Mayhem Devil or something here, hopefully. Yeah, looking for some pieces of mana here for sure. I'm all alone. There's no lands here beside me. Do 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 do. Brutal. Alright, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, this is why we're playing 4 of each of these cards, by the way. It's red rampant growth. Am I accepting legacy decks for $100? Depends on the deck. If it's something sweet and combo-y, yes. If it's a fair pile of brainstorms, no. $57, that's almost as long as COVID's been around. Big mood. Big mood. Hey, thanks for upping the Prime and trying again, bot. Alright, so if I Chandra, we're 1 mana off of Ugin next turn. And I think I plus this for mana and cycle Sweltering Suns. So we're more likely to have our land next turn. Sad.
This was a waste of my time.
Waste of my time, chat. Waste of her time? Alright, I'm just gonna do this now. Yeah, that. If you are interested in potentially submitting something, do the form on my site. It doesn't require you sending me any money, and it lets me take a peek at something you might want to donate for before I say yes or no. So this does technically need 1 extra mana, so this needs 8 mana to activate off of Cascading Cataracts is worth noting, so we're still a little bit off of that. This is fine. They're still not really adding pressure to the board, and Ugin's just so good in this matchup. So next turn, I'll be able to Chandra plus hold up Memory Lapse. And actually, do I even want to hold up Lapse? I can Chandra into Golos now, I think is the play.
My hair is on fire?
My hair is on fire?
Gonna hurt.
This deck's probably pretty reasonably positioned. It's configured well to beat Jeskai control, and Ugin's so good against these food decks. He's like, we should have a leg up against some of the best decks in the format. I think Jeskai control and Jund Food are probably the 2 best decks at the moment. And honestly, I don't even really expect that to change once Historic Horizons releases. I have heard several people reference a control deck being played. I have not paid enough attention to know what it looks like. Nah, I don't really think I want a tapped land that's effectively a colorless land to occasionally activate this earlier. This is often dying anyways. Alright, so we just do this, right? Oh, and I should do it off of mana for this so I can hold up Memory Lapse next turn.
Today's my lucky day.
Attack with the 4/4? Nah, they'll just block him. They'll just block him and attack with the Golos. Oh, when someone said Wrecking Face, did they mean one player put up one result with it and that player was a world-class player? Is that what they meant by Wrecking Face? Because if so, LOL. When you said Wrecking Face, I thought you meant multiple people put up results with it. I mean, like, listen, chat, you should follow your heart. Magic's a game you should play for fun, and if you have fun playing a deck like that, then you should go play it. But like, is it good? No, almost assuredly it's not good. All right, so how are we boarding here? Both Anger and Abrade potentially seem good. Cage seems okay. I don't know if Cage is good enough here. If Cage isn't good enough here, why is it in my sideboard? Is another question. That could be a question for another day. We just like cut Memory Lapse, cut Ulamog. This matchup seems like it's about the Ugin. Yeah. I think I'm going to be tapping out quite frequently. What do you think of this? Just like mostly red with like a splash for Prismari Command and Opus. Seems reasonable. Let's give it a try. Sure. Is 6 mana Chandra good enough for the super? I don't think so. It also, like, I have 6 3-damage sweepers, so I think that's probably enough there. Yeah, 7 super reasonable. Got some ramp, got some interaction, got a top end bomb. Just like everything we want to do. Now we have a sweeper, just actual everything now. We even go Mind Stone into Anger Tapland on 3, thanks to the Mind Stone. These are a few of my favorite things. I assume they just take Ugin, right? Because they can never beat Ugin. Unless they think they can kill me before I get to 8 mana, but that seems real ambitious. The cheeky take is Mind Stone. The correct take, I'd wager, is Ugin. What? Excuse me? Like, this kills artifacts and this does 3 damage. Now I'm really, I wish I knew it was in their hand. Like, that's what they did. They have like a binding here to kill this? Sure. Like, my deck is over half mana. You're not gonna keep me off of mana to cast this. You need to kill me before I get here or take it away. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Last of Us, HBO. Should be good. Probably a loot through Prismari Command game. Big Moose. Morning, Logan. Oh, if I would have done this last turn, I could have played Mind Stone, and then I would have cast Ugin this turn. Yikes. They're gonna draw Duress now and punish me. Oh, we played Kiki Court in Modern, so it was awesome. Deck continues to be a treat. Are we gonna like binding one of my Mind Stones, hoping I don't have mana? This is such an ambitious play. This is why you should have taken the Ugin with the Duress Friend. I don't know why they took the Abrade. Yeah, it's definitely a mistake on their part. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a third binding. They could just have third binding here. Yeah, the fact they could bind a Ugin after probably means they have another. Silence. You got me. Without wisdom. I think I'd rather kill their Black Castle than Rampier. Got plenty of mana. Noise. They don't have any creature lands yet. This is a pathway. So I know it's tiny for you at home. Hit me, dealer. We're done here. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friend. Alright, we're gonna do at least one more match with this, but we're gonna queue up some Brawl deck voting so you all at home can decide what we're gonna play for Brawl today. Nayeth, red-green, Nayeth, red-white, feather, mono, black, Gonti, black-white, Sorin. Alright, you have 10 minutes. Cage out of the sideboard. I don't know, there might be other miscellaneous. Like, Cage sounds good against Phoenix, right? As always, you can vote a little bit extra with channel points and bits. We have not played Teysa yet. We played Extus, focused around using the Blood Avatar. That was kind of Aristocrats-esque. You can find that up on YouTube. That's true. You will never achieve Shillionaire if you spend voting. Wow, we have a real three-way race here. Red White Feather has just been completely massacred, but Gonti, Sorin, and Nayeth all with 30% of the vote. Yeah, and remember, you should vote even if you can't hang out and watch, because we'll be doing, it'll all end up on the YouTube channel this evening. Flash Fan, thanks for the follow. If you're new to the channel like Flash Fan, thanks for dropping in today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We do Magic the Gathering 5 to 6 days a week in the morning. We do some Modern on Magic Online. We do some Historic as well as Historic Brawl here on Arena. Play a little Standard 22 as well. We have a big Constructed focus. I'm not really into Limited. Usually we play 2 to 4 different decks every single day of the week. And everything ends up on my YouTube channel afterwards, cut up deck by deck. So it's really easy to find playlists of just the content that you care about. I also do some variety streaming at the end of every stream in the afternoons. I've been enjoying Pokemon Unite, the new Pokemon MOBA, so we're going to be playing some of that. Probably about 2 hours at the end of the stream today. Thanks for the follows, Eltagoi and Drelesh. Good afternoon. Opponent playing like some kind of green-black fair deck. This is pretty peak matchup variance for the opponent. Like playing green-black fair cards and you queue into the 4 Ugin deck. Yeah, the vote, I don't think I've ever seen a vote be this far into 3 decks, this deep in. All right, Black-White Sorin is pulling up ahead here. It's up to almost 40% of the vote. It's getting there. So Gonti's got one of our goodies here. Could be a little scary. Like our Chandra or something. I'm done trying to outvote the crazy vampire fans.
Yep, you're going down.
Is Sorin even a vampire's deck? No, it's black-white Sorin, chat. It's like a ooh, Nayeth is pulled ahead. There's some battle in there. Oh my god. I wanted to discard an Opus here. That was a mistake. Sedge. And I left the Crawling Barrens untapped. I should have known it was going to do that. Flash Fan, thanks for the Prime support. There's a ton of great people you can drop that Prime sub off with every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending your Bezo bucks this way this month.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, if I would have tapped appropriately and been able to cast Magma Opus this turn, we'd be in a good spot, but now I have to draw an untapped land, and then the Chandra's gonna emblem on us if I don't. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. So 4 there. Tap these 2 so they can't attack me. And then next turn we can Magma Opus to finish Chandra. We can even attack to finish Chandra, theoretically. He's gonna try and keep our health total high. Man, Nayeth and Sorin are going back and forth. Gonti has, for those of you that aren't looking at it at home, Gonti has firmly been left in the dust. It was 30% at one point. It is no longer. Poor Feather with 1% of the vote.
Today's my lucky day. Strange and magnificent world.
This is pretty scary here. That could kill us. So we're going to 7 now. I'm gonna need a whale to bump Sorin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could do this. And then we can upkeep Opus, again, kill Chandra, tap some other things. And then I get a blocker, and they have Gonti plus a Nissaland, so even if they kill my blocker, I'm not dead. And then I get to Ulamog next turn. It'll be a close game. It's as close as this vote, chat. Two more people cast ballots for Feather after I mentioned it only had 1% of the vote. You try your hardest out there, third-party voters. Just know that you've thrown your vote away. I'm voting my conscience.
These woods. Stay on the trail.
Oh man, am I dead if I Ulamog their planeswalkers? I might be dead regardless, right? Because this could kill something. So if I Ulamog the planeswalkers, I can go block. Man, we really needed an Ugin, huh? I guess I could cycle to try and find an Ugin, but Ulamog doesn't do it. Yeah, and I'm a mana short now, right? We are likely going to get to every deck in this voting eventually. It's just time. Time is precious. This is just choosing which one we do today. For all of you Sorin fans out there, I would just like to remind you to remember that even if your deck doesn't win, you need to be a good loser. And that means no coups, okay? Good winners and good losers here in Hoaglandia. I think I want some Angers. I think I'm going to cut these commands and put 2 Angers in. Red, green, Knife has a 50 vote lead here. Feathers up to 29 votes. God bless your hearts, little Feather voters. Eltgui, thanks for re-upping for the 2nd month. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I've learned how to play Magic watching you here from 3 years ago. Happy to still see you around. Thanks for... Good to see you back. We're still here doing our thing. Gosh, it's been 3 years since Arena hit open beta, hasn't it? All right, Black-White Sorin with a 77 vote lead will be our Brawl deck after this match. I would like to applaud everyone for taking part in the democratic process. We currently have 844 viewers, and we had over 2,000 people vote in this election. We had MIT contribute 108,000 channel points. All right, MIT, I gotta ask, were the 108,000 channel points, did they go into Sword or did they go into something else? I stopped voting because I thought it was over. Oh no! Oh no! Sword won and MIT didn't vote for it. Oh no! Oh no! Brutal. Savage. Wrecked. Alright, maybe we'll do Naiath tomorrow. We're only going to do one Brawl deck today because I want to make sure we have time to play Unite this afternoon. But we did hit the sponsored stream goal, so we're doing more Magic tomorrow on Saturday. So we'll get Naiath in tomorrow. Come on, lands. Rats. It's fine, we have a 6/6 at least. Unfortunate to lose Ugin, though. How many fatal pushes are still in your deck, opponent? Feel like we're about to find out. Don't worry, Gooey. If you're back, we do voting a few times a week. So, you'll have a chance to use points to influence things at some point. Alright, Barons on defense. We are dead to a fatal push here, unfortunately. My Crawling Barrens is nervous about this attack, chat. Man, brutal. I feel like we got pretty unfortunate this set. Just stumbled just enough. Not a lot of spells here. Glass. Yeah, I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna play one more with this before we switch to Saurian. That was a pretty medium last game. The last match. First game was okay. After we fumbled. Second game, just a whole lot of nothing happened. I spent 100k channel points. I don't think I've ever seen Nayeth as a card. It was a Jumpstart 1 card, I think, right? It's like a Fighting Matters commander, I believe. As is tried and true Magic Arena fashion, we'll play one more, immediately queue into a control deck. No, I can't afford to play Paper Magic. It's too expensive. I have this great big lovely board game shelf up here behind me. My game group is big on board games. Hold on to Ulamog, dream big here. I'm bidding the Memory Lapse because Inquisition can't take anything else. Don't let your memes be dreams, chat. We're gonna cast this 10-mana spell this game. We're gonna die trying. Yeah, my board game group's not big on 1v1 style games. If we do that occasionally, we do like Dice Throne. But usually we do like 4 to 6 player games. That's what we try to do. Okay, so what are we exiling? What are we exiling? What could they be playing that deals with Ulamog? If I get rid of lands, how can they interact with Ulamog? They usually don't play anything that interacts with Ulamog, right? Yeah, Baleful Mastery's not a card that 5-color Niv plays. Because this isn't mono-colored. I take them off red mana. They usually don't play Despark. Vanishing Verse, this isn't a color. Colorless isn't a color. This is not monocolored. So just like Sweltering Suns, Mastery out, these two pieces of top end in. You want Fry? Maybe? Sometimes they have Teferi. They play Extinction Event. Usually not game 1. Sometimes they'll have it post-board, but I'd be kind of surprised if they have Extinction Event in post-board against Ulamog. Seems a little ambitious. I boarded out Mizzix Master, right? So I just don't care about that. We technically fixed their mana there. They don't have blue, though. Oh, Cage doesn't stop Mizzix Master. You're right. Because it exiles the spell and then you cast a copy. You're not casting it from the graveyard. Good catch. Yes, Golos also casts from exile. Yeah, no veto there. This is very good for us. So, this Ugin plus Ugin minus Chandra.
Time to die.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Ugin Chandra is quite the power couple, chat. Yeah, I like where we ended up at with this. The core idea of this is really sweet. I had seen some variations of this style of deck that were mono-red previously, and I think splashing into Magma Opus is a really smart approach. I think the one thing I'm not sure on is, I'm not sure if Memory Lapse is worthwhile as far as main deck inclusions go. I feel like there's a chance that, like, maybe you just play fewer blue sources so you don't have to cast this early, so you can play slightly more red mana. So you cast these other early things better. Or maybe you just like put some other main deck interaction that makes you better against creatures because your late game is so good against the control decks. Like maybe you just play like Bone Crusher Giant here, for example. And then perhaps if you have Bone Crusher here, you could slide some counter spells into the sideboard, because a counter spell like this is good in the control matchup, but I feel like having this early game, especially against the creature decks, felt a little bit awkward. And we have so much nice at the top end that's good against control that I feel like I'd like to hedge the creature matchup a little more. But I definitely think having some amount of blue is worthwhile for Magma Opus. It's just a sweet thing to ramp into that also incidentally ramps us into Chandra in the early game too, which is a nice combination of things. All right.